Guys, welcome to the Nomadic Owl Oracle. My name is Jessica, and this is going to be the general weekly reading for the week of October the 14th through the 20th. This is a Monday through a Sunday. It is a general reading, so it may or may not resonate with everyone. As always, timing is fluid in my readings, meaning that this could apply during the time that you're watching it, prior to, or after watching it. Whatever it resonates for you, that's when it is meant for you. If it doesn't resonate, please just leave this. It's not for everyone. It's for whoever needs this at this time. I do want to warn you, there's going to be times that I might say cuss words during my reading. So if you don't like cussing, I would go ahead and click off of this reading before watching the whole thing. I'm not going to edit everything I say. I'm going to talk to you exactly the way that I normally talk and be my true authentic self during my readings. These readings aren't for everyone, and I'm not everyone's reader. Just as, some people like certain things, okay? So let's please keep that in mind when you watch these readings. So, with all that being said, guys, I am sorry that it's been so long since I have done a reading. I have been extremely busy. There's been a lot going on in my life. I'm sure there has been in yours as well. And so I just want to get back on track with these readings. I've had a lot of people requesting them and asking me when I was planning on doing them again. So I'm going to try to get back on track. I'm doing the best I can, guys. I work 3 jobs, so please keep that in mind. If you would like a personal reading, please reach out and we can get you scheduled. That does have to be scheduled ahead of time. Usually last minute readings don't work out so well for me because I do have so much that I'm doing currently in my own personal life, okay? So, without any more delay, let's go ahead and get into this week's reading. I have already went ahead and pulled the cards and sat with them and brought in the information that I was given to give to you guys at this time. The first deck that we're using this week, guys, is the Sacred Rebel Oracle and then the Blessed Bee deck. So I'm trying to do with the month what is going on, what I felt would be most applicable, if I could say words, most applicable towards what we have going on. I don't know why I can't talk, but apparently it's now because I'm doing this reading. So maybe it's me, maybe it's you, maybe it's both of us. So I will say that since I'm having a hard time and I'm kind of stumbling over my words, maybe people are having a hard time expressing themselves this week or having a difficult time communicating what they feel and what they're wanting to say at this time. So be aware of that. If that is you, if that is applying to what you have going on currently, please try to do things to help remove that blockage, such as, speaking your truth, saying what it is that you think, but making sure that you're communicating thoroughly. I do want to point out, we're not even pulling the cards yet. We're not with the cards yet. This is prior to. That's something that I need to say to you guys. We are in pre-Mercury retrograde energy. The Mercury retrograde starts on October the 31st, Halloween, of all the freaking days for it to start. That makes me kind of upset because it's my favorite day out of the whole fucking year. But whatever. It's not a big deal unless we make it a big deal. The thing about Mercury retrograde is we want to be aware that when this period happens, every year, it happens several times a year. When it happens, make sure that you are giving yourself the time and the space to be able to navigate through traffic jams, your car not wanting to start, your phone dying, things like that. Make sure that you're trying to prepare ahead of time. Always, if traveling, give yourself extra time. Also, with computers, technology, phones, whatever the case may be, there might be things that happen and it might really suck, but just know that it's part of the energies right now. And energetically, atmospherically, it might affect you. Another thing is, like we just said, or like I just said when I was talking to you guys, was about the communication thing. During Mercury retrograde, you want to make sure that you are fully aware of what you're saying and how you're coming across to people, because if you're not monitoring your words and the way that you're putting yourself out there, it might be taken wrong and people might get really upset and pissed off at you. Just being real here, and vice versa. It could happen with other people saying dumb crap and then they don't really mean what they're saying, or it comes across the wrong way. Whatever the case may be, just be careful, okay? So that's Mercury retrograde. That's a little bit of a warning for you guys if you're aware of what it means. If you're not, you know a little bit more now. Okay, I don't know everything, but I do know this. So the way that I try to go about Mercury retrograde is I am aware that we're going to all have things that happen during this period. And I try to brace myself the best that I can and not let it fuck up my whole like couple of weeks that it's there in that energy, okay? Yeah, it sucks. Yeah, you know, having car issues or computer issues and things like that, it sucks, okay? Let's be real. Having communication breakdowns with people is not the funnest of things to have to go through, but it's all to teach us a lesson so that we can work through these things and get past those, okay? So let's do the cards. The first card that we have for this week, guys, it says, what you want wants you. So this card to me is stating to you at this time that there are things that you're really desiring, things that you're really wanting to have come into fruition. And it is universally driven. It's something that is for your path. It's something that you need to be doing, that you need to be seeking and investing that energy and time into. But, you know, maybe you have doubted yourself. I did a daily card pull for today, and it was talking about, you know, now is the time to embrace yourself and embrace the life that you want. If you're sitting and doubting things and you're not thinking that things are ever going to happen, then it's going to continue to keep you in this hamster wheel, if you will, repeating the same loop of, oh, I want this, but it's not the time, or, oh, you know, I would like to do this, but I'm not good enough, or whatever the case may be. Fuck that shit. You are good enough. It is the time. Now is the time to do this, okay? But Mercury retrograde, okay? Mercury retrograde starts on the 31st. We do have the pre-Mercury retrograde energy that starts 2 weeks prior to, and then we're going to have the post-Mercury retrograde energy that lasts 2 weeks afterwards. So, right now is a time to reevaluate, do things, rethink things, reanalyze things. So that way, once this energy moves out, you can execute the plan that you have set up for yourself and for your future, okay? The second card that we have is Against the Grain. Okay, so Against the Grain to me would say that you're having to go in a direction that is for you. And it may not be for everybody else. And it's going in a direction that, you know, maybe main society wants to go this way. They tell you you have to do this and all this other stuff. That's not for you. What's for you is something that's different, in a different direction, in a different path. And so what you're having to do is go through this. I mean, this lady's swimming, but she has all these birds around her. So what I'm going to say is that you're having to find your wings in this situation. The song that comes to mind is Learning to Fly by Tom Petty, if you like that. If not, I'm sorry, but it kind of comes in my mind. So it's all about you doing what is best for you, what your soul is pulling you towards. That is where you're supposed to be at this time. That's what you're supposed to be investing in at this time. The mundane world, as my spiritual teacher likes to call it, and other people call it as well, it likes to keep you trapped in all this bullshit, in all this misery, and feeling stuck, and feeling like you can't accomplish what it is that you're wanting to accomplish. But now is the time to start doing that. We are almost to 2020, guys, okay? Execute what you want. Do what you want. Live in your path and live in your light. And don't tell yourself that you're not good enough. Don't tell yourself that you'll do it one day. One day is today, not tomorrow, not 5 weeks from now. It's today. So focus in on what you want and what you want to have. It's not a time to be miserable and to just stay complacent and stuck in these little patterns that we all do. I'm having to break out of mine, guys, too. I'm not just calling you on your own shit, okay? I'm calling me on mine, too. Let's be real. I'm having to face things that I tried to avoid, that I didn't want to deal with, and now it's getting to a point that I can't ignore them any longer, and I'm having to go out in this new direction. And it's hard, okay? But we can do this together. You're not alone. Your ancestors, your guides, your angels, the universe, creator, whatever you believe in, me, I'm here to help you. We're all here to help you, okay? And I may not know all the answers. I may not have everything that I can to provide to you guys, but I will do as best as I can to help you align with your path, to give you the insight that Creator and my guides and your guides want you to know at this time, okay? Then the third card that we have is Power of Attraction. So this card right here is talking about what you think about, you bring about. What you focus on is what's going to come into being. So be aware. Be attentive as far as what you're doing. Know that, look, you have the power right now to manifest whatever it is that you want in your life. So if you're focusing in on doom and gloom, dude, that's what you're going to get. If you're focusing in on, okay, look, I need to change things, I deserve to be happy, I want to be happy, then that's what you're going to bring into your life, okay? So make sure that you're thinking things through, that you're putting out into the world what you're wanting to bring back into the world. Be positive, okay? Sometimes it's fucking hard, especially right now. It's getting dark, it's getting gloomy, the fall's happening, everything's dying, and the leaves are falling. This is actually my favorite time of the year, guys, but some people get really depressed during this time of the year. Okay, so do things to make you happy. Do things to bring you on that higher vibration. I'm not saying go spend $1 million. I'm saying take time to yourself, to check in with yourself and see what it is that you need to do at this time to make you feel aligned, to make you feel happy, to bring your vibration up. If you're around people that are sucking the life out of you, I hate to say it, but fuck those people. You need to do what's best for you at this time, what serves you the most at this time, what brings you that abundance, that life, that energy that makes you feel like, dude, I'm happy, I'm content with where I am. That's where you should be going in this direction at this time. So, the clarifiers that we have, guys. The first one we have is a blessing of protection. So this card to me is saying that you are divinely supported, guided, and you have all this protection and people, places, things around you at this time that are trying to assist you. Yes, you might be scared. Yes, you may not know what exactly is going to come into being, but know that it is all for your highest good. It is happening for a reason, and you do have the support and also the protection that you need at this time. The last clarifier that we have, guys, is a blessing on your day. So this card is saying to you, just be happy. Be present in this moment. The past is over. Now is your time. It is your life. It's your path to decide where you go, what you invest your energy, your time, your efforts into. So if something isn't what you want it to be, let it go. This is your time. Why would you invest yourself and your time into something that isn't what you want any longer? It's not time for that, guys. So that is my intuitive take into these cards. What I'm going to do now, like I normally do, is read the meanings of the cards to give you more thorough information. Anything I pick up along the way, I'm going to give you that as well. So, guys, we're going to go ahead and get started on that. So, for number 16, it says, what you want wants you. Okay? It says, do you dare to believe that what you want is also wanting you? The genuine desires of your heart are the sacred purpose of the soul, sloth, and pleasure. Yet if you have been shamed, judged for, made to feel guilty over, or denied your natural desires or pleasures in any way, you may have developed a very tricky and complicated relationship with the yearnings of your heart. We often learn to distrust our own desires and to come to believe that there is something to be overcome or to be avoided. I'm sorry if you heard my dog, she's yawning over here. Her name's Maya. It says, we may even try to want second best, disbelieving that we are worthy of our first choice. Disbelieving that we're worthy of our first choice, of what we really genuinely want and would fulfill us deeply. Perhaps we have conditioned ourselves to believe that getting what we want is for others and not for ourselves. This oracle comes with a healing message for you. First, trust in what you truly want. Not the substitutions or the make-dos, but what do you truly bring a sense of passionate, playful purpose and fulfillment to your life? You might know anything more than I want to sing. You might not know, anything more than you want to sing, or I want to write, or I want to help animals, or I want to paint. Start with what you know and hold it into your heart as you do the healing process that is needed. If you genuinely do not know what your heart wants, you will very much enjoy the process of exploring your desires by making gentle and persistent inquiries of yourself. Ask yourself what it is that truly moves you. Give this matter consistent attention without forcing a response. Your answers may come in a sudden flood or slowly over time. As you get to know your genuine desires and give yourself permission to feel and receive them, a powerful sequence is set in motion. From the depths of the universe, your desire hurtles its way towards you as the perfect manifestation. It is coming to you even now, manifesting itself as the best situation or relationship or circumstances to bring in fulfillment to your heart, radiance to your life, and a creative awakening. So don't give up at this time. Keep dreaming of your fulfillment, but don't imagine it as always awaiting you in some distant future. Instead, play with what it will feel like to be so fulfilled right now. How will you feel different? Will you be more grateful, more peaceful and content, more confident, more trusting of your own abilities to create in the loving responsiveness of the wild universe? Cultivate those feelings and feel them now. Get to feel what genuine desire in the meeting of that desire and that can generate yet new desire is like for you. Give yourself permission to go there right now. Remember that if you have people in your life who are shutting you down, suggesting that what you want is not possible, or that you're aiming too high, then they need this healing for themselves as well. Perhaps you can inspire them by giving yourself permission to heal. This will naturally open them to the idea that they could give themselves permission to know and fulfill their own unique desires too. Whether someone chooses to be inspired by you or to be fearful of your innate creative power, it's completely up to them, so don't worry about it. This oracle brings you the message that whether you see it's coming or not, your desire is already on its way to you. It is closer than you think, and soon you will be able to see it, to touch it, to feel it, and to enjoy it. You will then become inspired for your next manifestation based on the true desires of your heart. So guys, it's telling you just believe. Stay positive. Stay in this knowing that what you deserve is on the way to you. You do deserve this happiness. You deserve this peace, this abundance. You deserve to be able to live the life of your dreams, not some mediocre bullshit. You need to be 100% yourself and why you came here. Acknowledge that and love yourself and embrace this because it's on the way to you is what it's saying. So against the grain, it says you want birds to be able to fly underwater. You want love to trump power. You want humanity to relate to each other as equals and to recognize the sacredness in you and in the world that's around you. You want to unleash the beauty that hides even in the ugliest of scenes or sentiments. You want to make possible what others cannot be. You are a radical dreamer, a sacred rebel, and you bring the light of a more positive future to this world. However, this can have its burdens. Deep within you, you may feel that you don't really fit in with the rest of the world. Perhaps your sense of how things can be and how they really are is so different to the smaller minds, or more fearful hearts of many others that you are rarely received for all that you offer. This might make you feel frustrated, thwarted, or lonely at times. I'm sorry, my dog is eating, so I hope you don't hear her, but you might. It says the universe so loves you for your unusual take on things, for the quirkiness that you have that dares you to honor that which is different and renders the impossible possible. You must never ever lose your unusual ways and become dry, serious, appropriate, and conventional, not even for appearance's sake. It says for you would lose your essence if you do so. You are here to show that life is about so much more than conventional success. Be you. This oracle comes with a special message for you. You're someone who lives and you breathe in the depths of the creative waters. You need to lose yourself to the flow of music, nature, dreams, imagination, and fantasy. Through art and literature, meditation, dance, and in sensual surrender to the sacred waters of the ocean, the river, the lake, or your own bathtub. You must go against the grain. It is just your way. You are not one of the followers, but one of the agitators. However, yours is not a force of disrespectful chaos. You are a loving catalyst, and by simply being yourself, you constantly remind people that there is always another way. This oracle comes with a particular guidance that you are meant to be exactly as you are. You are meant to be the black sheep, the rainbow sheep, or even the wild wolf in the flock of sheep. The daring butterfly spirit is calling to the caterpillars, and that is you. The price you pay for the gift of individuality is that you must take care of it and guard it so that individuality, that is you, is not dulled down and conditioned into playing and being something that you are not. If this has happened or is threatening to happen to you, this oracle brings you comfort. You will always dream of birds that fly underwater. You know that true nature of your being can never be changed. At most, it could only be hidden for a time. Now is the time to accept who you are and allow your truths to be freely expressed. Don't worry about the effects of going against the grain. When we are who we truly are and standing in our truth, we attract the support, the protection, the energy that we need to thrive. Your power comes from aligning your outward self with your outward truth, or your inner truth, excuse me, guys. It says not with general consciousness. You will find the other dreamers, other wild butterflies, and atypically colored sheep to join you in conjuring better visions for your world and for yourself. So, guys, this is kind of playing out in my life right now. And I feel like I should mention this to you guys. I'm not here just to talk solely about myself and what I've been through, but I was never accepted for who I was by my family. They always wanted me to be something I wasn't, and I have done things that none of them said I could ever do. I have followed my dreams, and they think I'm crazy. They think I'm nuts. You know, some of them accept me for who I am, but I'm going to say about 95% of my family does not. So I moved, and I came to where I always wanted to be, and I'm aligning with my red road, is what Native Americans call it, my path. I am where I'm supposed to be at this time. And the more that I release all these pressures to be something I'm not, and the more I refuse to live by these rules and regulations that don't fit me and don't fit into my life, the happier I've become. The happier my life has been, and the easier things have been for me. The more that I tried to fight it and tried to be something that I didn't want to be and force myself to be a robot, to be a sheep like all these other people, the more problems I had, the more resistance I had from the universe. Last year, I was just thinking about this the other day. Last year, I had so much negative shit happening that I literally thought I was about to have a nervous breakdown. I mean, like, literally, I was on the verge of having a meltdown. And it was, I'm going to say, my dark night of the soul, part 2, okay? And it was really hard for me to go through. But after that, I came out of that understanding that I needed to release things that no longer served me because I clung so tightly onto them. So I'm telling you this, guys, be yourself. The right people will come into your life. The right people will surround you. The people that don't deserve to be a part of your life, they might fall away. And unfortunately, some of those can be family members, loved ones, things like that. And I'm sorry, but it's the truth of it. But why torture yourself to be living a life that's not for you? To be something that you're not? Be you, because there is only one of you in this universe. You were brought here for a reason, and you know what that reason is, so start living that, is what this is saying to you guys. So, the third card that we have is Power of Attraction. I'm going to show you the card again. Okay, so it says, there is such a wonder awaiting you. There are so many beautiful adventures and so much magic yet to be. Can you keep your heart open to what is coming towards you without surrendering your experience of this moment by becoming too future-oriented? You see, there is magic in this moment too. There is something arising within you, out of the depths of your being. In this process, there is a shift in environment, both internal and external. A fertility is being stimulated at this time. This is your time to play with that fertility, to conceive, create, and embark on the process of transformation with an open heart and an open mind. Okay, I'm just going to say this might mean pregnancy, but it doesn't have to, guys, so don't get all weirded out by that if it's freaking you out right now, just saying. It says you may not know where it is all going to lead. All you need to know is that it will be wonderful and exactly perfectly what is needed for you at this time. Beyond that, allow the energy of fertile growth and abundance that now flows so naturally and richly within you and around you. Simply just be. You are a big soul, and with that often comes big dreams. You might worry that you want too much out of this life. Perhaps you think that you are only capable of the small dreams. If you have drawn the oracle of the big bold vision, which we didn't, so I'm sorry, we're going to go past that. It says the oracle is guiding you to remember that there are stages of creation. A house cannot be built without the flooring. No matter how beautiful the stained glass windows you plan to install are, The walls need to be up and secure first. Your big life dreams are a work of progress, just like you. If you have been working on healing something within you, started a new creative project, or just taken on a new job or relationship and feel that although you're getting some results, you're impatient for more, doubt that you can continue or even find the zone or become proficient in the situation at hand, then this oracle comes as reinforcement to you. You are doing well. Be aware of this. That which is worthwhile takes time to build. Celebrate each success, even the small ones. You're creating something of worth. So be patient and keep going and just trust. This oracle comes with a special message. You have recently completed a cycle or a level of manifestation and are transitioning into the next level of the experience. Like a big fish leaving the small pond and feeling like a rather small fish in a bigger pond, there will be some getting used to. Time needed as you find your way through this. This will add to what you've already done and bring valuable expansion to your realization of your abilities, as well as many new relationships and opportunities, not honortees, I don't know what the hell that is, and opportunities to help you further on your journey. So, what you are in the process of creating will benefit from this stage of your process. Whether your creation is simply your sacred life path, a particular creative work, or an actual child, there is a positive and constructive energy that is unfolding for you now to boost this process and carry you further along the way. Do you dare to dream and to believe in your dream until it manifests? Even if naysayers challenge you? Of course you do, you sacred rebel. So dude, don't let anybody tell you what you can and cannot have. It is on the way to you. You are manifesting it. And maybe people feel threatened by that. Maybe they feel challenged by that. But be you. It says this oracle brings you guidance. You're going to attract whatever is needed to complete your work in the progress and bring it into fruition. Remain open to receive and trust in the unfolding of your life experiences. Do not turn away. All the necessary elements are coming together for you. Allow this integration to occur so that you can manifest your dreams. So there's so much good coming in. There's so much abundance coming to you at this time. And maybe you're not seeing it because it's not looking the way that you think that it should. And you're scared and you feel fearful. Do not fear. It's saying believe. Know that your guides, your ancestors, all of them are around you. Maybe things are a little bit different that you had thought that they were going to be, but that is for a reason, to help you with assisting you to get to this point, is what that's saying. So guys, what I'm going to do now is read from the Blessed Bee book. I do have to drink something, so I apologize. I am thirsty. I've been talking a lot. You see my raccoon? He's really awesome. Alright, so, a blessing of protection. So these blessings, guys, each one of these is a prayer. So it's going to be kind of weird, possibly, when I read it. Just letting you know. So it says a blessing of protection. A blessing to shield and safeguard you against harsh circumstances, people, and also the weather. May the blessing of an ancient sword be yours, held high and shining, subduing all who may through intent or simple destructive force do harm to you. May a great shield be held above you, so that when the arrows rain down upon you, they may glance off, leaving you untouched, unharmed, but with the great, glad, fierce joy of life given again to you. May the protection of the land beneath you be yours, so that your feet are firm on the good earth, and that all good food rises and finds its way to your table again and again. May your home and your creatures and your children and all who dwell within your walls be sheltered and enriched and encircled with a ring of bright flame by the goddess, and let nothing that could harm you pass. And if you leave your home, let the path you walk be starred with blessings, so that each touch of the earth upon your feet is gentle, safe, and certain. May the rowan tree grow strong above you, and beneath her branches may there be protection, and with those gentle leaves come the blessings of kindness, tolerance, acceptance, and the embrace of nature and her medicine within you. May the cloak of the goddess be about you, keeping you warm and safe, shielded and sheltered, hidden from those who would do you harm, comforted, and encouraged to keep going. For beneath her shield, with her sword held high, within the circle of the blue flame, and with her blessing upon your path, you are protected and blessed. And from this, you must now know how precious and beloved you are to her. Blessed be. So it's saying that you are so protected, you have so much around you, and this blessing is to show you that you're not alone. That if you need help along this path and along with what you're going through, just call in for that help, that reinforcement. Ask your guides, your ancestors, to help you. Right now is the perfect time to work with our ancestors and our guides because we are in the energy where the veil is very thin. If you haven't yet, honor your ancestors, honor your past loved ones that you have a strong connection to. You can learn so much from this. If you see above me, this flag, oh, I don't want to get emotional, guys. The flag above me was from my Uncle Owen, and he is the one that gave me my first oracle deck. He is the one that taught me to do readings. He is the one that accepted me for my abilities. Abilities that I'm still learning that I have, you know. I have been doing readings for over 21 years now because of that man that flag came from. So he passed a while back, but, you know, he's with me on a daily basis. And so, sorry. It's something that you guys should be aware of, that just because people that we had in our lives have passed on and they're no longer with us on a daily basis, that we can see them in the 3D, they're with us in the 5D. I call upon my uncle, my grandmother, my dad that passed a lot, and they have helped me tremendously. So I feel that I need to tell you guys this. I'm sorry I got a little bit emotional. This is a very emotional time. This is a very fruitful time, guys. We are changing. We are shifting. The energy right now is so heavy. So know that you are never alone. If you need me, reach out. I will help you the best that I can. But more than anything, call in your angels, your guides to help you, to be there for you when you need them. They need you to call them to be able to assist you, okay? The last card that we have, guys, is a blessing on your day. Okay. So this card, it says, a blessing on your day, a blessing to bring awareness to the shape and set the energy of the day, and to frame it with light and the possibilities of healing, adventure, and also gratitude. It says, may your soul feel called by the song of the day. May this day be gentle and good, clear and sure, filled with the grace and gentle reminders of your own divinity. May the people you meet this day show generosity of spirit, be hospitable and welcoming, and open and candid in all their dealings. May the sky be filled with blue and white. May the green beneath your feet be solid and soft to walk upon. May the rain fall soft and nourishing, and the trees whisper to you the secrets that you need to know. May any challenges you encounter find an answering strength and courage that's within you. And when you come to rest this night, may you remember that many blessings that you had this day and that you held, and account for them with the gods, and be thankful for each of them, no matter how small. Blessed be. It's telling you to be grateful for what you have around you. It may not be exactly what you want it to be, but you are blessed. You are in a good area, whether you're seeing it right now or not. Everything is soon to make sense. Everything is soon to come to fruition. Guys, this is a really good reading. It's very positive. Just remember